The Scream franchise has established new characters to cheer for in the reboot, but there are 5 missing legacy characters that can return for Scream 7. The reboot has honoured past fan favourites by mentioning them in passing, having them return as ghoulish illusions, and including them in the action. Scream 6's critical and commercial success has shown that fans will follow the core 4 new cast, yet the film also continued the trend of welcoming old characters back by bringing back Kirby Reed, along with the return of Gail Weathers and Billy Loomis in a cameo. The series has opened possibilities for a return of characters from previous installments that are both living and dead. In this video, I want us to theorise how 5 legacy characters can return in Scream 7 in some way, shape or form. But before the theories start flying out thick and fast, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, the first movie followed Sidney Prescott and her high school friends, while the sequels primarily followed Sidney, Gail and Dewey, all survivors of the initial Ghostface killings. Each sequel introduced new characters to cheer on and suspect of committing murder, with Scream movie endings providing predictable but fun twists. By 2022, a Scream reboot followed new characters, with most of the original cast returning as support. The reboots have built a narrative around Sam, Tara and their familial connections to Woodsboro, but they have also encouraged discussion about how more past characters could return for another sequel. That being said, here's my list of potential returns for Scream 7. Sidney Prescott. As the anchor and face of the original trilogy, Sidney Prescott has had her share of torment and victories throughout the franchise, but Neve Campbell didn't return for Scream 6. Campbell announced she would not return based on a pay dispute, but she has been vocal supporting the new cast, and both parties welcome a future return. Sidney has repeatedly proven herself to be a fighter by learning self-defense, becoming a crisis counselor, and even writing a book about her experiences. But before Scream 6, the last film revealed Sidney chose to be with her family rather than travel to New York to investigate another killer. But Scream 5 showed Sidney's return to Woodsboro was based on the death of her friend Dewey. If danger is high and the stakes are personal, Sidney could return for Scream 7. Randy Meeks. Randy was the initial horror movie lover and a fan favourite for explaining Scream's horror movie rules to stay alive in a slasher film. Randy enforced the meta touch of the first 2 films, providing comic relief and often acting as an audience surrogate by suspecting other characters of murder and blatantly sharing what others should and shouldn't do. Unfortunately, Randy met his shocking demise by being killed in a van in broad daylight midway through Scream 2. But writer Kevin Williamson has expressed regret over killing Randy so early, and the actor Jamie Kennedy has also expressed a willingness to return. While his return alive may be implausible, 2 of the core 4 characters are related to him, and the series has shown they could include dead characters as illusions, i.e. Billy Loomis for Sam Carpenter. Cotton Weary. Cotton is a tragic character who often endured unfair accusations of killing Sidney's mother, but eventually became a hero in Scream 2. Compared to Sidney's closer confidants Gail and Dewey, Cotton has operated as a morally grey figure. While he enjoyed media attention, had an affair with Sidney's mother, and was a primary suspect of being Ghostface twice, Cotton insisted on his innocence and even shot and killed Ghostface in the second film. Cotton's hero status was short-lived, however, as he was killed in Scream 3's opening sequence. The Scream franchise has critiqued the obsession and price of fame, and Cotton is a character who epitomizes the quest for fame. Cotton's potential return could align with Scream's motif about obsessing over celebrity status. While he may no longer be alive, the character could return with the core four viewing an old episode of Cotton's in-universe show, 100% Cotton. Dewey Riley. At first, Dewey Riley can be viewed as a joke and punching bag within the original Scream trilogy. His wide-eyed wonder and tiny mustache have served as a parody of law enforcement in the first Scream, but Dewey surviving several stabbings and near-fatal injuries in many films turned him into another fan favourite. Dewey's detective work is sincere, and he's proven himself to be a faithful protector of both Sidney and Gale while courageous in the face of danger. This bravery was Dewey's downfall in Scream 5. As he approached Ghostface, he suffered a brutal final stabbing to death. Dewey's loss is recent compared to other franchise favourites, and he can reasonably return in a flashback, comforting Sidney or trading quips with Gale one last time. And finally, Stu Macher. Compared to other iconic characters, Stu's role in the franchise was brief yet powerful as part of the first Ghostface duo. Stu could be funny and dim-witted as he could be psychotic and terrifying. Unlike Billy Loomis, Stu's motivation for murder wasn't based on passionate vengeance, but simply credited to fun and a love for horror movies. Stu's motives were honoured in Scream 5 and continue to make Stu the perfect Ghostface. While appearing in only one film, I'm not counting Scream 2, Stu's role has grown in popularity, with many fan theories of him surviving the first film, with a special Easter egg in Scream 6 questioning his death. Matthew Lillard has teased a return to the franchise before, and while some may see Stu's return as far-fetched, it would also serve as a full-circle homecoming to the murder that started it all. Scream's commentary has expanded past horror movies' current state and has embraced critiquing all franchises. A crucial trait of long-standing franchises is celebrating characters and heightening their story arcs, but including recurring characters is difficult if part of the horror genre's appeal is seeing who will meet their demise. Scream has a unique ability to recognize franchise tropes, satirize them, and embrace them by welcoming past characters and acknowledging their own legacy, and Scream 7 can continue that. The audience may come for the thrills and suspense of a new Ghostface mystery, but they stay to see the fate of the core four, Sidney Prescott, and maybe some missing company along the way. What do you guys think? Who would you like to see return in Scream 7? Or would you rather they just stick with the core four and leave the legacy characters alone? Let me know below.